Ever scroll through your feed, bombarded by vacation photos, humble brags, and perfectly curated lives, and wondered, where are all the other people? We often assume everyone's online, sharing every detail. But what if I told you there's a vast, silent majority? These aren't just lurkers. These are individuals who actively choose not to post. This isn't an accident. It's a deliberate psychological stance. They exist in our schools, our workplaces, our families, yet their digital footprints are almost invisible. Are they rebels? Luddites? Or perhaps they're onto something profound we're missing. Prepare to dive deep into the fascinating minds behind the blank profiles and the quiet accounts. This journey will challenge your assumptions about online identity and reveal a surprising world of inner calm and conscious choice. What drives these silent observers? Let's unlock the secrets of the unseen majority.
Imagine a world where your every thought, every meal, every experience isn't up for public consumption. For many non-posters, this isn't just a fantasy. It's their reality. A primary driver for staying silent online is a deep-seated value for privacy. They see social media as a permeable membrane, constantly threatening to leak personal data, intimate moments, and even vulnerabilities. It's not about having something to hide, but about protecting their personal space, their autonomy, and their peace of mind from the digital gaze. They consciously guard their boundaries, understanding that once something is shared, it's out there forever. This isn't paranoia. It's a strategic decision to maintain control over their narrative and to whom they grant access. It's a powerful act of self-preservation in an age of oversharing. What happens when your personal life isn't a performance? You're about to find out.
Have you ever paused before posting, wondering how many likes it would get or what impression it would make? For many, this constant self-editing becomes an exhausting performance. Non-posters often reject this performance trap altogether. They're not driven by external validation from digital applause. Their motivation comes from within, valuing genuine experiences over curated optics. They live life for themselves, not for an audience. Think about it. Without the pressure to photograph every meal or perfectly pose for every moment, you're free to fully immerse yourself in the present. This liberation from the constant need for approval is incredibly powerful. It allows them to truly be, rather than constantly appear. This isn't laziness, it's a conscious rebellion against the superficiality that can dominate online spaces. They've traded the fleeting thrill of a like for the enduring satisfaction of an authentic moment. What truly matters to them? Let's discover.
In a world where filters and carefully chosen angles can transform reality, people who don't post often cultivate a fierce commitment to authenticity. They recognize that social media frequently presents a highlight reel, a distorted version of life where struggles are hidden and perfection is faked. For them, sharing only the good moments feels disingenuous, and participating in that charade is unappealing. They prefer to live their lives authentically, embracing all its messy, imperfect beauty, without feeling the need to present a sanitized version for public consumption. This isn't about being antisocial. It's about being true to themselves, away from the pressure to conform to digital ideals. They find validation in their own experiences and relationships, not in the curated lives of others online. They believe that true connection comes from shared reality, not shared pixels. How do they navigate a world obsessed with appearances? Stay tuned.
While many of us chase digital connections, non-posters often prioritize the tangible warmth of face-to-face interaction. They understand that 1,000 likes can't replace a meaningful conversation, and a digital happy birthday falls short of a heartfelt embrace. For them, investing time and energy into real-world relationships is paramount. They consciously choose to be present in their interactions, giving their full attention to the people right in front of them, rather than being distracted by notifications or the urge to document. This isn't a rejection of technology, but a deliberate choice to use it as a tool, not a lifestyle. They cultivate deeper bonds, richer conversations, and more fulfilling experiences by simply showing up, fully engaged, in the physical world. Their social circles might be smaller, but they're often far more profound and supportive. What profound lessons can we learn from their approach to connection?
Think about the endless stream of information, opinions, and visual stimuli that assaults us daily on social media. For non-posters, this constant digital noise isn't just annoying, it's mentally exhausting. They consciously opt out of contributing to and being overwhelmed by this information overload. By not posting, they reduce the amount of digital clutter in their own lives, avoiding the stress of crafting posts, monitoring comments, or feeling pressure to respond. This decision isn't about being uninformed, it's about being selective about what they consume and where they focus their mental energy. They seek clarity and calm, preferring to engage with information intentionally rather than passively absorbing a chaotic feed. This minimalist approach to their digital presence often translates to greater focus, reduced anxiety, and more mental space for what truly matters to them. Imagine the mental freedom. What could you gain by tuning out the noise?
Here's a startling truth. For many people, the fear of judgment is a silent dictator, shaping what they post, how they phrase it, and even what photos they share. But for those who don't post, this fear often simply doesn't exist in the digital realm. They've opted out of the arena where public scrutiny reigns. This isn't necessarily because they're fearless, but because they choose to express themselves and share their lives in private, trusted circles. They don't subject their thoughts and experiences to the instantaneous, often harsh critique of strangers or even casual acquaintances. This liberation from potential backlash allows for a more authentic, less inhibited self. Their expressions, opinions, and joys are reserved for those who truly matter, unburdened by the need for external approval or the dread of negative comments. What does true freedom of expression look like when you're not playing to the gallery?
It's easy to assume non-posters are completely absent from social media, but often they're not. Many are conscious consumers, highly selective observers who dip into platforms with a specific purpose. They might use it to follow news, keep up with specific groups, or simply observe trends, but without the compulsion to contribute. Their presence is intentional, not habitual. They approach social media like a library, taking what they need without feeling obligated to add their own book to every shelf. This distinct mindset means they control the narrative rather than being controlled by it. They don't feel the pressure to constantly create content or prove their existence online. Their interaction is on their terms, a powerful act of digital agency. They choose to learn and absorb rather than perform and project. How might this selective engagement transform your own digital habits?
For many non-posters, their approach to social media is a facet of a broader philosophy, digital minimalism. This isn't just about reducing screen time. It's about intentionally reevaluating their relationship with technology, ensuring it serves their goals and values rather than distracting from them. They actively prune digital excess, seeing the internet as a tool to be used thoughtfully, not a constant companion. By choosing not to post, they eliminate a major source of digital clutter and mental distraction, freeing up valuable time and energy. This lifestyle choice reflects a desire for a simpler, more focused existence, where genuine productivity, meaningful leisure, and profound connections take precedence over endless scrolling and self-promotion. They've discovered that true richness often lies in what you don't do online. Could this mindful approach unlock a more fulfilling life for you too?
So, what's the ultimate impact of those who don't post? Far from being invisible, they wield a subtle yet profound influence. Their quiet presence challenges the prevailing assumption that an active online persona is a prerequisite for a fulfilling life or a successful career. They demonstrate that it's perfectly possible and often preferable to thrive without broadcasting every detail. They remind us that true value lies not in online metrics, but in character, accomplishments, and real-world impact. Their choice to abstain acts as a powerful counter-narrative, inspiring others to reconsider their own digital habits and find liberation from the endless cycle of posting and comparing. These individuals are silent trailblazers, showing us an alternative path to presence, authenticity, and peace in an increasingly noisy world. Their psychology offers vital lessons for us all. What will you take away from their unspoken wisdom?